Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Winanti, and I will explain about the development of applied linguistics to fulfill my project 1 of applied linguistics. Table of contents. The first is introduction about applied linguistics. The second is history, and the third is principle, and the last one is scope of applied linguistics. Introduction. Applied linguistics is a branch of linguistics that discusses the application of various scientific discoveries in the field of linguistics. The purpose of applied linguistics is to solve problems related to language and society. The introduction of applied linguistics began in the 1940s, which was the initial period of publishing machine translated writings. The development of applied linguistics was initiated by various foreign language teaching activities, which then developed the relationship between linguistics and psychology during the period 1940 until 1960. Since 1960, applied linguistics has become a means of developing various models of language research capable of producing language pedagogy. Applied linguistics is one part of macro-linguistics. The application of applied linguistics is in the field of science, which is related to linguistics. Okay, the next is history. The notion of applied linguistics began to develop in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Scientists in the United States and Western Europe began to think about the possible applications of linguistics in various other types of science. In 1946, the term applied linguistics was recognized at the University of Michigan and used officially as the name of an independent course and a separate department. The term applied linguistics evolved in meaning with the introduction of automatic translation into it in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Okay. The Council of Europe planned to establish an association of applied linguistics as early as 1962. This plan was realized in 1964 through the establishment of the Association Internationale de Linguistique Appliquée, or International Association of Applied Linguistics. Its first congress was held in Nancy, France. Meanwhile, in the 1950s, Charles Charpentier Fries and his colleagues at Yale University and Cornell University also developed teaching materials that applied linguistic analysis as an approach to teaching English. The purpose of this linguistic analysis was to recognize English as a foreign language. This teaching material created with the basic principle of applied linguistics. The combination of both provides a scientific approach to language teaching. This teaching material is important because at this time, linguistic scholars have an important role in producing cadres in the field of language teaching. Okay, now we are moved to principle. Applied linguistics is a field of linguistics whose goal is practical application to pragmatics for the public interest. The following are the principles of applied linguistics, such as the first, applied linguistics is a field of linguistics whose aim is practical application and pragmatics for the public interest. The earliest principle of applied linguistics is the application of the theory of linguistics. In this case, linguistic theories determine the development of applied linguistics because theory may already exist, but its application will only be carried out long after its emergence. Furthermore, the level of connection between the application of linguistic theory and the field of application. The connection will determine the level of usefulness. The more the applied field matches the theory to be applied, the greater the benefits obtained. And the next, the application of applied linguistics is also contextual. The application context determines the level of application of a theory. It is possible that a theory is only partially applied in a particular application context. Apart from that, the application of applied linguistics is able to provide input for the development of linguistic theory. Applied linguistics must also be able to apply to a language by obeying the universal laws of language. And the last one, the last principle is that the application is interdisciplinary, which means it can involve scientific disciplines other than linguistics. Okay. And we are moved to the scope of applied linguistics. The first is psycholinguistics is a multidisciplinary science that combines psychology and linguistics. Its other names are psychology of language or linguistic psychology. Psycholinguistics addresses the psychological state of an individual during the utterance of a language. Second is sociolinguistics is the study of the relationship between language and society. In sociolinguistics, the society in question is the language society. The main focus in sociolinguistics is language related to social conditions. The next is ethnolinguistics. Is a combination of education and linguistics that aims to evaluate language. Ethnolinguistics is a science that studies the spread of languages from various ethnic groups along with their characteristics and grammar. So, we are continuing to neurolinguistics. Neurolinguistics is one of the branches of applied linguistics that is equal to psycholinguistics and sociolinguistics. The foundation of neurolinguistics is Noam-Chomsky theory of deep structure and surface structure. And then computational linguistics is also known as mechanolinguistics. It deals with the use of linguistics in computer programming for language investigation and translation. And forensic linguistics is a type of applied linguistics that links linguistics and law. Forensic science analysis in this type of linguistics applies to the use of spoken and written language. Okay. Educational linguistics is concerned with managing and developing the theory and practice of language learning in terms of linguistics. Its scientific foundation is linguistic theories. The next is lexicography examines dictionary compilation techniques and methods. Dictionary compilation techniques in lexicography use data in the form of words. And the last is stylistics can be incorporated into applied linguistics and literary studies. This is because the form and meaning of language is one of the indicators in applied linguistics. So yeah, that's all from me. And I hope this presentation will be useful for us. And thank you for joining. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.